Anjelah, I'm gonna embarrass you one more time.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Like I told you, you are a comedy legend. So many people DM'd us so excited about you being part of the show.
Thank you.
So I just want to thank you one more time. You're like someone that people I think saw on TV and were like, oh, she looks like me finally.
Yeah.
Oh. So where were you born and where did you grow up?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Okay.
Hey. You know what I mean? Hey.
Alright.
I'm from the Bay. Mexican American. And I moved out here 16 years ago. I wanted to be an actress. I knew nothing about being an actress. I didn't know what it took. I don't know how to get started. All I knew is that my goal, my dream in life was to one day be a rape victim on Law & Order SVU.
That is really relatable. My friend Nelson is here and I just had a phone conversation with him 2 days ago and I was like, I just want to be someone that gets killed on a Lifetime movie.
And
he was like, why?
well, that and I want to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Shoot somebody with a blank, not like real life. But
Yeah. Okay, great. I'm glad we have such low stakes. Like in our
kill me. As long as I'm on the screen, just kill me like at least halfway through. Let me get to the halfway point.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so when you moved to LA, you obviously, like you said, you wanted to be an actress. What was the inspiration to start doing characters and stand up? What?
I didn't know I was funny. My whole family is funny. My dad is funny. My grandpa's funny. My text thread with my siblings, forget it. Y'all can't hang.
How many are there?
There's 4 of us.
4 of us?
Thread.
Okay.
Yes.
Where do you fall?
I'm right in the middle.
Got it.
My brother, he's the funniest one of my family, but he would never perform in front of people. But he's like, quick, get him, got him. But so my whole family's funny. I didn't know I was funny. And then one day I was at this church, and on Tuesday nights they would do like creative arts night, and they had like an acting class, a dance class, singing, and this woman was teaching a stand-up joke writing class.
Oh.
And she saw me in the acting class. She saw that I was being funny. And she was like, "Would you want to come and take my joke writing class?" And I was like, "I don't know, is it free?"
First question. Thank you. As a Latino, you're like, is it free or what?
Yeah,
What do I gotta do?
like, yeah, it's free. I'm like, well, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, let's
I'm
do
there. I
it.
just gotta get a ride.
So I took her free class at the church, and one of the first jokes that I wrote was this nail salon bit that blew up my spot.
You were one of the first Latinas, I think, on a sketch TV show.
I don't know, was I? I don't know.
I believe you were.
I'm hesitant to
Listen.
say like, oh, I'm the first to do whatever, because I don't Google, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
I'm pretty sure you were, because SNL didn't have one until like
Wow,
a couple
receive it
years
then.
ago. So, like, thank you. So you went viral with that video, and then they hit you up at Mad TV, I believe.
So then the video went viral, and then I got an audition for Mad TV. So here's the thing, I didn't grow up. Listen, everybody here right now, whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, and you start having those doubts in your mind, like, oh, I'm not this enough, I'm not smart enough, I didn't go to this prestigious acting school, I didn't go learn whatever, I was not trained in anything. All I did was me. Do you and do you well, because there's nobody like you. So when I came to audition for Mad TV, I never did UCB and Urban Brown and everything else passed. And the thing with me was I just had this natural gift, and I had a hustle mentality. When I got this audition for Mad TV, they're like, you gotta do 3 original characters and 3 celebrity impressions. I had never done celebrity impressions in my life, and I didn't know how to create characters, but I knew I just took this free joke writing class.
Thank you, God, Jesus. I know what church.
This free joke, yeah, I was at Jesus Church.
Jesus. I don't know, I can't say it. Thank you up there.
So I did this class and I did a joke about my grandpa and technology. So I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just say it's my grandma and I'll like act it out a little more. So it's my grandma character. And then I do this story about my sister who wants to be a rapper. Her name's Bon Quique. And so I just formulated these characters from this free class that I did, and then this brand new thing called YouTube came out. And so I was like, okay, well, who's Latina and famous so that I can, you know, just copy them. So I looked at a bunch of J-Lo videos.
Yes. The queen.
I looked up all the J-Lo videos, and I was like, okay, what can I copy of her? And I noticed in all her red carpet interviews, she did this wave, this same little wave. And when she'd answer questions, she would laugh a very like raspy, like laugh. So I was like, I'll just do J-Lo. And I was like, okay, this is Jennifer Lopez on the red carpet. And every question they asked her, she just laughed and waved. And it was so stupid.
But it's so good.
But I got the laugh and the wave, so they were like, oh, I see it.
Laugh and wavy.
And then I did Rosalind Sanchez. Okay. So I was like, okay, she was on, what was the cold case? Without a Trace? What was her crime show that she was on?
Carlitos.
Without a Trace?
Puerto Rican Parade. You did it with her.
Oh, she's gonna be so mad at you.
Oh my God, I'm on Twitter right now.
So I went on
Tracy
YouTube and I was looking at all her crime shows, and I'm like, okay, she's famous.
Yeah.
What could I copy about her? So I just noticed that the way she talked was always over her nose, looking down. So
Oh my God, yes.
look into the file last week. And so I was like, okay, I'll just do that.
She does that so well too.
I
It's
just
so
taught
hot.
myself like how to copy people, and I just went in and auditioned, and they were like, yeah, you booked it. I don't know what I'm doing.
You want to track, and then you fucking impersonate your people. Got it, right? It's all because of Jesus.
And then I was fired 4 episodes later. It's fine.
Really?
So it was the writer's strike. It was the year of the writer's
Oh
strike.
fuck, that's when reality
So
TV came out.
everybody went on strike, and then when they came back from the strike, there were a lot of budget cuts. Every
It was
TV show
weird.
had budget
Yeah.
cuts, and by budget cuts I mean me. So
Well, we're still happy that you are out here still like repping. Yeah, hell yeah. What another question, like in high school, so what did you do? Sports? Were you in any of the theater clubs? Was there anything that you were like a part of that you remember?
I went to a bunch of different high schools. High school was really hard for me, but I was very athletic. And again, let me tell you, I was not trained to be this hood stuff right here. Let me tell you, okay?
Preach it. We need to know.
So I did not get trained in track and field. I was fast. I would race all the boys at recess and I would win because I was very competitive. So my dad would take me to track meets at the high schools, and there's all these kids in uniforms who've been training and practicing, and here I was with a t-shirt, some shorts, and my kids just like ready. He signed me up, slapped me a number on me, and boom, I would race, and then I would win, and then we walk away with my little ribbon.
What was your race? Do you remember?
Just the 50-yard dash.
The 100
100-yard dash.
yeah.
I can't do nothing long because I don't know how to pace
Damn.
myself. I'm just like, go. And
You're
then
a
everybody's
sprinter.
doing this one. Everybody's doing professional
Yeah.
like this, and I'm just like this. Ready.
Okay. I did track and field. To be fair, I wasn't a sprinter, but I would fuck around with those things. Like, they are so annoying.
Why would you go down if you gotta get up? Just start up.
I said the same thing, and then I got kicked out of my track meet. The coach got mad. He said, "Don't mess up the rules." One more thing, you were a cheerleader for an NFL team. Can you talk to us about that experience? Because, look, cheer on Netflix is hot right now. We all love Jerry.
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yes.
All right, Latinos are not watching cheer. I get it. But watch it. It's really good. Cheerleading is, my little sister was in Top Gun, so like I remember going to watch her in the competitions, and I played sports my whole life, and I remember I'd always be like, oh, fuck cheerleading, whatever, that's not a sport. And like legit, when I would go watch her, I was like, oh my god, they're all broken. Like it's a hard sport. That's a #1 injuries in any like athletic sport thing. So can you talk to us about that experience? How it was being how did you get on?
I grew up cheerleading since I was about 8 years old. I went all the way up to competitive. I also got injuries. I dislocated my elbow. Yeah. I've fallen from the very top flat to the bottom. Concussions, all the things. I've had all the injuries. And then I went to professional, and I ended up cheering for the Oakland Raiders.
Wow. He's like, you gotta have that finger ready.
Right, I need you like this,
it's
ready.
Finger ready.
I cheered for the Raiders 1 year. The year I went to the Super Bowl, and it was an amazing year to pick to be a cheerleader for the Oakland Raiders.
Hell yeah! And you did it for 1 year?
I did it for 1 year. The only reason why I even tried out for the Raiders is because I wanted to be an actress, and I didn't know anything about it, but I knew there's no acting in San Jose. Where do you be an actress up in the Bay Area? Like, you don't, right? You gotta move to LA. So I needed a sign. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go try out for the Raiders, and if I make the squad, I'm gonna do it for 1 year, and then I'm gonna move to LA, and I'm gonna be an actress. And so I drove to Oakland from San Jose by myself. There was like 700 girls at this audition. I ended up making the squad, and I remember when I made the squad, like my first thought was not like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a cheerleader for the Oakland Raiders, it's amazing. My first thought was, I'm gonna be an actress.
Hell yeah.
And so I did it for 1 year. We went to the Super Bowl that year. I came home from the Super Bowl the very next weekend. I packed up my bags and I drove to LA, and I've been here ever since.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, gather around the learning annex.
The what?
The learning annex is cheaper. Everything's cheaper in the learning annex.
What are we learning today? It doesn't matter to me.
We're going to learn. We're going to
I
learn.
am tired. Wait.
Okay, stop being dramatic.
Wait.
That's good. You're showing promise because this is an acting.
Oh, good.
Well, you're going to learn the basics to be the right kind of murder victim.
Cool.
Possibly rape. I don't know. We'll see if we get that. We don't know.
I'm also tired. So tired.
Okay, but you
So
know.
tired and now I'm dead.
I thought the learning annex was like filling out a resume correctly.
That's one of the courses, and it's down the hall.
My dad wants me to learn math.
Okay, well, you're in the wrong place.
But he's not coming back for 45 more minutes.
Okay, so do you want to learn how to die? Because it's very hard, okay? You think it's easy to die?
No, teach us Professor Johnson.
Okay, first, thank you for using my full name. Thank you.
I just say your last name.
My first name is
Professor.
Professor.
Crazy, but I like it.
Okay, my parents were hippies. Okay, here we go. It's very important that when you die, you have to really project. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Because there are many ways that you can die. You can die violently.
Oh, yeah.
And what happens when you die violently?
You don't project.
You don't project because it's already happening. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to do, write that down, you don't want to do too much.
Not too much.
So if someone's like killing you with kindness, that's a really
That's another class, that's on Saturday.
Kindness Saturdays.
Healing with kindness. Saturdays at 7 a.m.
So, Professor Johnson,
Yes.
can you give us an example of a scenario in which someone will die?
Yes.
Project their
Of
death?
course. Okay, let's pick a way to die first.
Okay.
Let's say, you go ahead.
Let's say a mugging that's gone deathly wrong.
Oh, when is that fucking done right though, you know?
Never is the answer.
I want to see what you guys are working with, and then I will totally judge you. Okay. Josefina, please step forward.
Wow, I'm into it already.
Guarito, come over.
Guarito.
Okay, you're gonna mug. You're gonna mug her. No,
I
hold on.
I can't mug a Guarito.
No, we're gonna mug each other. But hold on. Wait your turn. Be patient. Guarito, you're gonna mug her right, and then you're gonna mug her wrong. So pick one. Don't tell me. Let me figure it out. Go.
I just watch here.
Just sit down. It's not.
I'm a pedestrian.
Yeah, okay, if you want to, if that helps.
I'm waiting for my taxi.
You're doing too much already. Okay?
Where's my taxi?
Good Lord, she's not even her turn. I can't even imagine. Okay, you ready to mug? Are you ready to be mugged?
What a lovely day we added.
Hold on, time out. You're not a part of this, okay? We'll get to you. Okay.
I'm waiting for my taxi.
Good Lord, you just don't shut up. Okay.
Professor Johnson, why do you have it in?
Please call me Professor.
Professor, why do you have it in for her so much?
Because she's disrupting. Okay. Even when she's doing nothing, she's doing so much. Look at her. I can't concentrate.
I'm waiting for my taxi.
Okay. So much.
I think I'm learning about acting right now.
Yes, of course. Okay. Are we ready for the mugging?
Yes. The mugging gone right.
Oh, whatever surprised me. Okay. And
Love is alley. It's so dark.
that's good. Tell everybody where you are. That's good. That's good. I like that.
God, this money's so heavy in my purse.
Danger.
I can't hold it.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's very polite. That's a very polite way to start, but go ahead. No, go ahead, it's fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you in this dark hallway.
Okay.
My name is Guajildo.
Don't present yourself.
Damn! Oh!
He's exploding.
No, just die! Just die! Let me see you die! Okay.
Keep going.
Oh my God, I know who you are.
Wait, hold on. She's in the throes of death. This is like a flash dance.
Tell my dad I love him. My mom fucked that bitch.
What's your dad's name?
Rafael, big 30 Licea.
I will.
Yes.
I will. I got it. The water.
Did you see everything that she did?
Yes.
Never do it.
You're here for the tryouts?
Yeah.
I heard that cheerleaders get a lot of injuries, and I'm used to that. So I feel like I'm going to show everyone what's what. You know what I mean? I've broken every bone in my body. How about you?
I mean, like, not every bone, just like my left finger. Not just my left finger. I have 5 fingers on my one of them.
Do you want me to, like, lift you, or?
Can you? Please do. Please practice. Go ahead.
Here we go. Gonna do this. Yeah, warm up. That's important. Yeah, warm her up.
I gotta practice my faces.
I've broken a lot of bones in my face. Yeah. I have a neutral face when I cheerlead. It's all right.
But face is important. You have to pucker up.
You're right. That's the first thing I learned at Learning Annex cheerleading school.
Oh my God!
No.
I heard Professor is.
He makes you walk through all these scenarios.
Yeah, I want to see you carry me though.
Cut to them being warmed up already.
I'm ready.
I am too. Let's do this.
And so am I, the talent scout for the cheerleading squad. All right, all we're doing today is lifting each other.
I'll go first. You lift me.
This is my dad. He's here for support.
That's cool. I don't have a dad.
Okay, and with that, we begin the audition.
Hey, are you going into cheerleading because you need the approval and just a hole in your heart that you never got filled without a parental figure?
Fuck yeah! Yeah! Fucking lift me, man.
I think I've seen enough. What I just saw was the emotional lift one cheerleader. It reminds me of my relationship with my dad. Now, you lift him.
Be lifted.
Yes, lift each other. That's part of the audition.
I come from a very stable home.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Well, you can't emotionally lift him, so now you have to physically lift him.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have worn heels to this journey. I'm really short.
I think I shattered my pelvis.
But look at her.
Look at me.
What I just saw was, thanks, Dad, was not really cheerleading and looked more like a ballet.
So arts.
Yes, here. I have 2 tickets for you to go to Hollywood. I want you to go audition. Audition in all. Yes. Wait a second. You're trying to lift him. Okay, now you're not anymore. Here. I want you to go to Hollywood. Become an actor.
Oh my God.
Just one ticket?
Yes.
No. You can take my ticket.
Dad! Wait, no! You wanted to be an actor! That's your dream! You bought a bus ticket to Los Angeles tonight!
It's too late for me, son.
What?
It's too late, but it could be the beginning for this person not doing well.
She identifies as she, female.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I said this person, because I wasn't sure.
Swish?
Oh, dude, that's really awesome.
The three-pointer. I've never played basketball.
Can I just say something? I was gonna say, like, you look like you're a professional.
Do I? I don't know. I just sort of like lifted this basketball and like let nature do its thing. You know?
What's nature doing its what? What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like, what's this? It looks like a racket. And what's this? A ball? I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God! It's a home run!
Wow! I hit a home run with a baseball and a tennis racket.
You have a gift.
Oh,
Wait, let me see something.
What?
Stand here
Okay.
and run over there. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
That's it. That's the right pose. And
I did it. I ran back and forth.
oh my God! This is off the charts. Who are you?
Oh, I'm just the county's librarian.
I've never been to the library.
What?
Yeah,
You've never been to the library?
not the county's library.
What? Well, it's a magical place where all you do is sit down, open a book, and read.
And then you can.
Cut to the library.
Oh,
I'm here.
the ghost of the library has summoned us. Here, you're magically transported to the county library.
Wow, it's exactly like I thought it'd be.
Lots of books and only 2 people. That's Andrea right there. She's studying to become a lawyer. Let's hear what she has to say about the law.
Proven innocent until the court says they're guilty.
She just started.
Just started, yeah. This is her first day.
It's her first day, but with enough practice and skill. Ooh, what's happening here?
Objection.
Hello. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Talking to me.
I am. I couldn't help it over here. All the way over here. I'm reading a book about law.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a lawyer, abogada, like whatever.
Oh, that sounds cool. We're in a library, so could you not do that out loud?
That's Arturo, the town asshole. Yes, I'm really excited to be working on this movie. I know that in the script you have me dying on page 1.
Yeah.
I was wondering if maybe I could die maybe page 30, just halfway through, you know.
Give us a second.
Okay.
Give us a
Okay.
second. No, I fucking don't care about this.
You want to kill him before?
Yeah, kill him fucking first page.
That's already.
One line.
So like maybe kill him in the prologue.
Oh yeah. Like
That's before the first page, I think.
It's like when the credits are coming out. When the credits come out.
Okay, and break.
Hi, yes.
Yes, Denzel.
Yes, Denzel Washington.
You keep saying that name like people know it.
Yes, the year is 1979, and I'm a young man trying to make it in Hollywood. Meet Denzel Washington.
Pause for a second.
1 second. Timer.
Come on, Denzel. You got this.
No future. Come on.
Really hot, so we gotta keep him on the first page.
That's right.
Just so he can come in for one day of work.
Yeah, let's get that pretty face on the screen.
All right.
This is
This is
the 70s after all, and
Yeah.
that's not problematic.
It is not problematic in the 70s.
So sorry, Mr. Washington.
It's okay. Call me Denzel. Or my friends call me Denzi.
No.
We wanted you for this one episode of Hottie's Homicide.
That's right. Where the streets are hot, but the murder is cold.
Yeah.
That's really good.
You did your research. Hold on, sidebar. Let's.
Sidebar, that's a lawyer term.
So many sidebars.
I know law.
It's like, that's all it is, just sidebars.
Okay, I don't know, like now I'm kind of like I'm into it, you know?
You're into it?
Yeah.
Not that.
Yeah.
Fire!
It's fine. Open the windows. Anyways.
It's 1979. Right?
Hey, Dad.
That's the year it is.
Open the ventanas. Thank you.
Huh?
Oh,
Windows.
I forgot. Windows. He doesn't speak Spanish. It's cute. Okay, so I feel like maybe page or two, maybe.
Okay.
Wait.
What do we tell him?
Yeah, I don't
Because we'll just lie.
We've been jerking around.
Yeah, we'll edit him out.
Yeah, they're all open. Have you guys reached a decision yet?
Yes.
Yes. We got to the first day of production.
Take your shirt off.
Oh, it's the first day of production. All right.
You're already memorized, you're ready to go.
I'm the showrunner here.
Sorry, I'll go get you a coffee.
You're already memorized and ready to go.
Yes.
That's what he said that I was gonna say.
Great. Awesome.
Sean, where is your seat partner?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do here I am.
No, wait, cut. You gotta make sure he takes off his shirt first.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, and also, just an acting tip. When you shoot a gun, you don't have to say the word bang.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And how was it?
Denzi.
I'm Meryl Streep.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm just getting texts from all my relatives. They are funny.
Oh,
you can't hang. Oh my god.
Just let me.
This shit is dangerous.
No.
If people find out about this fucking thread, people would die. It's too funny. No, don't look. Because you cannot hang with us, alright?
Angie.
What?
Angie, we fucking took an Uber here together, and like you were on your phone the whole time with your family thread. Like, just let me see it a little bit. Just let me see it a little bit.
Okay,
I mean,
hold on.
look, like you don't even gotta like scroll with your finger. I'll do it myself.
Hey, you seen that movie in Indiana Jones? That scene where they open that thing and then they turn into skeletons and bones?
I don't remember that shit.
Okay, that shit's gonna happen if you read this text and you cannot answer it. Right? I'm talking your skin will melt, your eyes are gonna ooze out of your skull. That shit is too intense. Why? Because you cannot handle it.
Hey, I heard you talking to your family in your thread.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Fuck are you?
Y'all went viral. You didn't hear? Your family went viral.
My family went viral.
Pero como que viral?
Everybody knows about your family being the funniest shit out there, and I just want to take a look at it.
No, espérate. You stay there.
I stay
We
here?
don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh shit, wait, hold on a second. Someone recorded my text thread with my family, put it on a VHS,
Como que someone?
and then if somebody watches it, in 10 days, they die. Because why?
No.
They cannot handle it! So Matilda, I'm doing it for you, okay? You're my friend. You're my girl. You're my homie.
Yeah, I didn't fucking record that shit.
Hey, am I gonna die?
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
I was wondering if I'm gonna die, that's all.
Did you see the tape?
Yes, the VHS tape.
When did you see it?
When?
Yes. How many days ago?
6.5? Oh.
Get the fuck out.
No. Stand back.